It gives me a great pleasure to welcome Dr. Gui back to our center. She is no stranger to us. For some of us who have not been here, let me tell who Dr. Gui is. Dr. Gui is a long-time ardent devotee of Bhagavan Sri Sathya Sai Baba, and she was a resident at Prashanti Nilayam until now. By profession, she is an obstetric and gynecologist, but her field did not limit just to those two fields. She is a great Ayurvedic, homeopathic, and an acupuncturist. With undue this thing, let's welcome Dr. Gui. Saram.
Today we are going to do study circle on all my books which Swami made me to write. What I mean is, I'll tell you the whole stories also, how it came out. The 5 books are through Satya Sai publication, Trust publication. The first is Spirituality and Health. Second is Bhakti and Health, on which elaborately I spoke, I think in my second or third visit. Then Human Values and Health. After that, Meditation and Health. And last is How We Die and How We Are Born. It's very interesting if all of you can understand and go deep into what Baba's philosophy is. All books are based on Swami's lectures, Satya Sai speeches, then conversation, and my special, I had 4 or 5 dinner with Swami and 9 interviews, and all I am going to speak. The time has come now that we should be going inside our body. Just now, thought for the day and other bhajans also. They say this body is a temple in which God lives. So how we have to go inside, and what is this body, I am going to explain. This will be a study. Everybody knows about physical body, right? Because you hear from doctors, you go to the doctors and they tell you what is what is what. Everybody knows about physical body, but very few, 1 in 1 lakh knows about the other bodies of the body. Now this body has got 5 kosha. Kosha is like keeping a sword into one another. So this body has 5 kosha. First is, this kosha is called physical body or Annamaya kosha. Why Annamaya kosha? Because this body is fostered by Ann, food. That is a bulk of food we eat, and this body survives. After this body is Pranamaya kosha. Now, you will tell me how this pranay comes. Because unless you have pranay, right from birth till death, your lungs breathe and you take oxygen plus pranic body. That is pranay, which is in the atmosphere all over. You can take this pranay after you really know what is pranamaya kosha. This sustains the physical body. Now after pranamaya kosha, that comes the manomaya kosha, the mind. Mind has very strong relation with this physical body and pranic body. If you are angry, your muscle will twist, your heart will beat, your lungs will breathe more. It is just because of anger. And you will breathe more and more, try to take more oxygen. This belongs to my 3rd book, that is Human Values. How to adopt value, it is very tough job, but you have to do it. If you go more and more inside, after this, Manomaya kosha is emotional body. You know, emotions are love, hatred, jealousy, envy. These are all emotions. As you are in love with anybody, the whole hormone system changes. Similarly, when you are depressed, which I see in America, people are very depressed. I don't know why. there is a reason behind it, because the life is very tense here. They are tense and emotionally they are upset most of the time. Because if you do something for somebody, you want to take back from a person what you want. That is give and take. But if you do something for somebody thinking that he is God, you don't want reward. The emotional centers are okay. I'm going to talk how to control this also. That is emotional center. And then is intellectual center. You know, your intellect says if you are doing wrong, supposing girls go to the house and they come back and they tell, Mama, I got late because of this, I got late. But inside they know what we have done. That is inside. That is called intellect. The ego mind will say, no, I was busy, I was playing with my friend. What is the harm in telling Mummy I got late from school? This is a common thing here. I see all children above 14, 16 telling lie to the parent. But their intellectual mind always says, no, you are telling lie to your mummy. That gives you little excitement, I should not speak lie. You know, when you go more inside, you become more and more pure. Why intellectual mind speaks? Because it is very, very close to your soul. Now I am coming last, soul. But soul is the main meter in your body which illuminates from the cosmic soul. That is called cosmic Brahma, cosmic light. The same light comes to your body through mid-brow. It is connected with the cosmic light, like a baby who is connected from umbilicus to mother's placenta, getting all the time feeding from the placenta. So all the time we are getting feeding from God. That is God, universal God. And here the main plug, like, you know, you have a house, right? You have a main plug from which electricity passes, goes to your fridge, goes to your house, goes to your bulb and tube light and washing machine. But light is same. I mean, if it illuminates, you get everything. But when it goes out, you are dead. That is what soul is. It is never cut with anyone. It is attached to the universal soul, and it illuminates your each and every cell of your body. Now I am coming to this. Can anybody give me hankies one after the other? Hankies, 2, 3. Hankies. Now I am giving you example. This is the light illuminating in your body. Can you see this light? No, not tissue. Can you all see this light illuminating so fine? If you cover it in one cloth, it will give a dim light. Understand? That is called first, which is close to the body, is called intellectual sheet. It is like a sheet covering the whole system. After intellectual sheet is emotional sheet. These days people have only tissue. I can use tissue, I think. That may help, yes. Now I want to tell you how this light illuminates and why, you know, the main purpose of life is to realize yourself. This is one sheet. So this is the soul covered by intellectual sheet. After this it is covered by emotional sheet. Then it is covered by mental sheet. Then pranmaya kosha, and last is physical body. See, the light is dim even with one sheet. So we have to leave it. Now you have understood how the light goes dim and you cannot illuminate. Asato ma sadgamya. We are praying, God, let us see our own light so that we have this birth sanctified. You know, Baba says only in 1 million people they know about pranic body and emotional body and mental body. But only in 1 billion people they realize self-realization. But self gives the whole energy. Health comes through self only, not through other kosha. WHO has said man should be healthy physically, mentally, emotionally, socially. Mere absence of disease is not health. So, according to this also, and according to Baba also, the more you go in, and you know this process is from birth to birth. Now these girls, young girls who are coming, they are eliminated souls. So quickly they have come to this area, but still they need cleanliness. Even I also need cleanliness, who has written so many books. So how to clean pranmaya kosha? First, from physical body, you know, sattvic food, satsang, company of good people. Why company of good people? Because if you are sitting with a drunkard, he will say, oh yaar, just ek peg le lo. He will make you drunkard. Company will make you drunkard. But if you are not sitting with them, it won't influence. Okay? So, good food, sattvic food from all 5 sensory organs. People are here, I am surprised. They go on seeing TV, the young children, they go on see TV and they play with games, dushum, dushum, dushum. You know, if they are playing with games, dushum, 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 their character will be like that. They will become like that only. So, seeing means through eyes, through nose, through ears. Sattvic impulses should go in the body. Then comes pranmaya kosha. Pranmaya kosha is purified by pranayam. Type of pranayam. Okay. Okay. So pranmaya kosha should be purified by pranayam. I see in TV so many yogis giving yoga exercise and doing, but let me tell you, not even everybody teaches proper yoga. The yogas are Hatha Yoga, Dhyan Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Karam Yoga, they are all yoga. Yoga means union of soul with God. Now I'll show you, this diagram is made by Swami, Human Values and Health. Just concentrate and you will be happy to know. Baba made this diagram. He kept this book 6 years in his bedroom. And he went on changing this book. After 6 years, he brought this out. Whenever I used to ask him, or my friend used to ask him, Swami, why you are not bringing it out? He said, public is not ready for this book. This book is a future book. It's not ready. They will realize later on. And here, where our soul is, I told you in the mid-bro, this is diagram made by Swami. This is in between pineal body and pituitary body. 7 inch behind this, covered with the cerebrum. Now I am coming to medical, brain. And this is a permanent light in your body till you die. But this light is dim. Dim because of your irregular prana shakti. How pranic shakti becomes irregular? With hatred, jealousy, envy, this becomes very irregular and you discharge your pranic shakti. But with nishkam karma, love, affection, you charge your, not only yours but your people around you also are charged. Because this whole world is full of vibration. You know, subtle vibration. And this vibration changes with the change of your mood, changes with the change of your thought, words and action. The thought, words and action is called Trikarna Shuddhi. Purity of the thought, words and deed. Now always thought come first. It may be wrong. Supposing mummy is scolding the girl for her sake, but she thinks, why mummy is scolding me? I am not like that. That is the ego mind which speaks. And then it brings changes in your pranic shakti. You become angry, you start scolding mummy, you give back mummy, no, this is wrong, or papa, whosoever is. But you never think your first God is your parents. Because parents will never like their children to go in a wrong way. Never. They will always try hard that their children follow a good path. That is pranic shakti. That emotional, supposing you are becoming emotional, you start hating anyone, or you are very much attached to somebody, and that attachment gets detached, so you start crying, you become emotional. That also changes the limbic system. You know, in our body, brain, there is a limbic system, which is, Baba says, if this brain is cut and spread all over the world, cerebrum, it will cover the whole universe. And that out of that brain, only 1% is working, 9% sleeping. The sleeping brain should be awakened so that you go inside and get light and do self-realization. See, even Guru Nanak said, I'll dictate it in English also, Bhai prapat manuk de hariya. O man, God has given this birth. Even angels envy to become human being, because liberation is only in human body. Otherwise, angel, they may be sitting in heaven, but they enjoy their fruits of action. But liberation is very difficult. Liberation is, Baba says, Purusha, this is God. The plug is Purusha, and Jiva is on 9th, 10th, 11th vertebra. Otherwise, even criminals and doctors know, if you hit a person on 9th, 10th, 11th vertebra, they die. Because Jiva Atma lives here. And Shakti lives at the bottom. Now this Shakti pushes the Jiva up and pushes and make it reach Purusha. This union is called Yoga or Yog. Yog means union. Even New York is called Yog. You know that? Why this New York name of this place is York means unite. And this is real marriage with God. You know, you have, Baba says, all those people who have pant coat shirt, they are not Purusha. Real Purusha is only one, that is God Himself. And you all Naris, your duty as a human birth is to meet that Purusha and get a self-realization or marriage to God. You know, if you go through the history, you will see Sufi saints, other saints, they spent years and years together to contemplate on themselves, their own soul, to get self-realization. You can see Swami Vivekananda, all these saints spent so many years to do this. But this Purusha is very, very hard. Till you adopt human values day and night, you cannot unite this God. This God is very, very tough. I tell you from my history, I saw Baba first time when Baba's 50th birthday was celebrated. And I am a Guru Nanak devotee, and we were not getting any duty in Prashanti Nilayam. So I'll go to Prashanti Nilayam, sit down and do my Japji Sahib and say, Swami, I have come for duty, I want duty. Just looking at his house, I was saying, early morning. 3 days I prayed, and 3rd day what I see, Swami is standing in his balcony, and I am all alone sitting under the tube light on the gate, and he is abhyast. He blessed me. He changed into Guru Nanak, again blessed me, changed back to Baba, blessed me. because I was praying for 2 more doctors. So I came running to my room and I told them, look, doctor, we are all 3 given duty. They said, madam, they used to, because my husband was their professor, madam, this is 2 o'clock. What are you doing? You go and sleep, you must be having a dream. I said, no, I am coming from Prashanti Nilayam and I have seen, and we got duty that day. Then my duty was with Dr. Gokak's wing. When he called me, come Dr. Gui, come see my wife. I asked him, how do you know my name is Dr. Gui? He said, well, for 3 days Bappi Raju was coming. Swami, these are 3 doctors, new doctors from North India, and they want duty. That is, Swami ticked marked us. But luckily we got. And after that, I was so much absorbed in Baba. But Baba became, and Dr. Gokak told me, you are so qualified, why don't you write Swami's lectures in a book form? I said, I will do it. But unluckily, after seeing Swami, people get cured. I got a very bad accident. And I broke my 12 bones in my body. You can see I am crippled since so many years. Then I started searching. I said, I am taking allopathy, homeopathy, Ayurvedic, and I am not getting cure. What is the wrong? Then these lectures, which I compiled in first book, Spirituality and Health. If you follow one after the other, believe me, all diseases are curable. If I can live for such a long time, anybody can live. After that, when I almost completed the first book, Swami gave another chiseling to me. First was my broken bone, then he broke my emotional body. My husband died, genetic husband died, my elder son died, Gokak died, Amma died, my mother died. You can imagine 5 deaths continuously, and I didn't know what to do. And I in one of first book I wrote, bhajans are the capsule and pills for treatment. I'm writing this, which I'm saying. So I said, why I should not try on me? So whole day I was busy in Bhopal, my hospital, and evening I will go to puja room and start crying and singing bhajan. All bhajan, Sufi bhajan, Guru Nanak bhajan, everything. And then I will get sleep. Then I said, there is a lot in bhakti also. If you are really doing bhakti, Baba says bhakti should not be from the lips. Don't worry about your sur, tal and anything. It should be from emotion. You should have emotion for God. God can be your father, mother, brother, friend, beloved, husband also. Actually, real husband is only God. Everybody has to marry that God. Once what happened, Meera went to her Guru in Vrindavanam, and she sent a chit to the Guru that I want to see you. He said, no, I don't see Naris. Then she wrote back, I knew only Krishna is Purusha. How come you are saying I am Nari? You are also Nari. He came running. He said, oh Meera, he touched Meera's foot. You are much advancer than me. So you never know who is advanced. These young girls are more advanced than us. But they should be shown a way to go. That is why these books have come up. So bhakti has so much impact that you are lost with God inside. No, Baba says it should be from the heart, emotional center, so that it washes all your worries. And it is true. The emotional center, sometime else I will tell you, according to slide we will project. I'm getting message from Swami that if I come for longer period, I can teach all yoga to you. Bhakti yoga, Dhyan yoga, Karam yoga, Jnana yoga, because Meera sang every yoga in bhajan. Guru Nanak sang every yoga in bhajan. Yoga means union of soul with God. This can be through any yoga you adopt, but adopt it perfectly well. Not one yoga, this, other yoga. Adopt every yoga together. Service is the best. Service to people. But when you are doing service, if you become ego, no, I did that. How did you do? Now I am telling you example. This is the Purusha. If it goes away, your body is Shava. You cannot even breathe for 1 minute. So who is doing this? Jiva is doing or Purusha is doing? This Purusha is doing everything. So the Holy Guru Granth Sahib starts with Ek Omkar. There is only one God. Omkar. He is the destroyer, sustainer and everything. Karta Purush. No, this Purush name is given by so many saints. Sufi saint, Guru Nanak, Sai also, Guru Nanak, Baba. This Purusha is doing everything. How can you say you are doing anything? Whatever you are doing with your body, it is this Purusha which is doing. Karta Purush, Nirbho. He has no fear. Nirvair. He is not enemy to anyone. He is everything. He is love and love and love only. Karta Purush, Nirbho, Nirvair. Akal Murat. Nobody can kill this Purusha. It goes away and comes out, and then you have another body according to karma. This is my 5th book, Vedantic Method, Virtuous Children. How we die, where this soul goes, what goes with the soul. When you die, this body won't go, your house won't go with you, your wife won't go, your children won't go. Only one thing will go, your karma around your neck. Karma you'll go there, go to the astral world. I am going to talk on astral world also, not now. Because Baba took me twice to astral world. And I was frightened, to see the astral world. If I tell you, you all will get frightened. When we die, what happens? The soul goes and Suksham Sharira goes. That the astral body goes. And it floats on. There are so many astral worlds in this cosmos. So according to your karma, you get another birth. And sometimes you don't get birth. All murderers, rufflers who kill others, they go on the lower level and they are for 1,000 years, they can't come out. So I'm not telling you this astral world. Sometime next time when we put up camp, I'll talk everything because people are tired. You want me to continue? Okay. So we are coming to Purusha. Now this Purusha is doing everything in your body, giving cosmic energy, pranic shakti, each and every cell is. But you have to join this Purusha. You may take Gyan Marg, Bhakti Marg, Dhyan Marg, Karam Marg, Karam also. But this yogic exercise will not take you to Purusha. And there are proper yogic exercise in which in all asana you do pranayam, you do meditation, you do nam simran and asana, which I am going to teach all of you next time. If I am for a long time here, we can put up one camp for 5 days, 6 days, and every method I can teach you. Now this Purusha when goes away, it doesn't take anything with it. It's free. It is Nityam, Nirmal, Bodha, Mukta, are the qualities of God. But this Jiva comes out. This is also part of this Purusha. Jiva comes out with all layers around it. The physical layer, the pranic layer. But they are all vibrations. They are not physical. And around that, your subconscious mind is carrying your karma. Subconscious mind. In subconscious mind, America and UK, they are doing a lot of research. They are taking all these psychic patients back to their birth. They say, go back 50 years, go back 100 years, go back. Like this, they have traced that our subconscious mind stores everything Everything is told. But the way you get birth, again, you forget the past. But when this yoga comes, the whole cosmos is open. This becomes Sahasra Chakra, it opens, and you become the antenna, and you can, sitting in one place, you can see the whole cosmos, what is going on. It's a very tough job. It takes birth and birth to come, but ultimately you have to come. Even Baba says, after 84 lakhs of yoni, you are given this human birth. Make use of this human birth. This human birth also you will take birth and birth, birth and birth. With push and pull, with pinpricks, you will learn. But if you come across a avatar like Baba or Shirdi Baba, it boosts up because they teach you, and if you practice. Baba says you may read tens and tons of books, but 1 hour of practice can push you up. It's like a matches bolte na, to ignite. So my request to all of you is, please practice. First thing you practice is Trikarna Shuddhi. Trikarna Shuddhi is thought, words and deed. First thought comes in your brain. Now many of you, which I can read, must be thinking, now let Dr. Gui stop it, we are tired. That is the thought. Then something will move in your body, that is the action. But you can't speak because you are respecting me. So speak will not come. But changes always come in thought. First you think wrong, then you speak wrong, and then you act wrong. This is the first lesson I am giving you. It's a very, very tough job. In the night when I sit down for meditation, I just think how much wrong I have said today. Have I hurted anyone? Shall I say anything to anyone? Why I hated that person, which I never do now, of course. 3rd degree, this much I have spent. But to purify thought is a very, very tough job. And thought purification is with bhajans, mantras and pranayam. If you do pranayam lying down, my first book is last lesson is Shavasana. How you should thank your body organ. Last lesson. Dinacharya. Dinacharya and Shavasana, all of you read and practice. Then you will have a very deep sleep, number 1. You will be doing all the time good work in the day, and there will be lot of energy in your body. This is my message to you today. I will finish here, but we will continue. Next is bhajans and health, then human values and health. And this is the first lesson, that you do all karmas, Hatha Yoga, Dhyan Yoga, Bhakti Yoga. Go on doing. Never think you are falling. Yes, once Baba gave us interview. At that time I told you, all doctors were Telugu speaking, and I was sitting on the corner. And Baba has a moving chair in his interview room. If you people had interview from him, you must be knowing that he moves from here to here. So there were so many questions from the doctors on bhakti. And I was just keeping quiet because stupid of me, I didn't know this language, number 1. Number 2, nobody allowed me to go near Baba. Those are old doctors, they knew how to go closer to Baba. And I was sitting right in the corner. But Baba will move out and look at me all the time, that whether I speak or not. I didn't speak. In the last 3 times he turned around me, then he indicated me, you speak. So I said, Swami, bhakti is very difficult. Kehte, what is easy on this earth? Is birth easy? Is growth easy? Is married life easy? Is college is easy? If this your business is easy, why do you think bhakti should be easy? Yes, bhakti is a very tough job. Like this, I have so many memories of Swami which come out with my lecture all the time. And once I was having dinner with Swami in Gokak's house. That was 77. And we were only 3 ladies invited because Baba tick marks whom to call, whom not to call. One of me was 2 were American, the Indra Devi of America and one more. So we were standing there and I was all the time awake what Swami is eating, what he is doing like this. But Indra Devi was folding her hand like this and Baba told me, I am here, and she is closing her eyes. It was such a beautiful moment. And when we were given food by Mrs. Gokak, as I took first ball, I literally was shocked because so much chili. Baba used to eat too much chili. And I just shaked like this. And Baba was watching me. And in Hindi, he talks to me in Hindi, so pleasant of him. बोले खूब मिर्ची है ना? मैंने कहा हाँ स्वामी बहुत मिर्ची है. अच्छा रुको. And he went from his thali, puran puri, South Indian make sweet roti. He cut half and came and gave it to me. Yeah. This happened in 77. Then Swami came to hospital in 2002. We made dinner and everything. Swami, and I am so closely standing by his side. Luckily, he took me himself. We were sitting. He stood in front of me and said, "Get up, get up." And he took me inside. And others doctors are also there. But luckily, I was very close standing by his side. He ate very little. He eats half idli, half 1/4 puran puri, 2-3 mungpali like this, very little. And I'm telling Swami, why don't you eat? I don't need food. I have my own energy. He said so. Then mirchi ke bhajia hai, mirchi, So he was giving to everyone. And you can see in the movie also, there is a DVD on it. And I am standing like this, he is not giving me. Everybody, he started, all the doctors said, I am like this, and he is not giving me. I felt so insulted. I said, look, he is not giving me. And then vada came. And first vada he gave me, he said, tu mirchi nahi khati na? See his memory. Tu mirchi nahi khati na? And he turned around. This is all recorded in DVDs. My close-up with Swami is all over in Puttaparthi. You must have seen many DVDs will come, in which when he went to hospital, he always initiated me to go in front. He knew I am a broken doll and he should take care of me. So how many sweet memories we have. And every time he will give me a hint. Every time for these books. Every time. So let me tell you, I spent 17 years in reading medical things, like 5-year MBBS, 2-year fellowship, then 5-year Ayurveda, then homeopathy, 2 years diploma, 2 years Germany MD, whatever I did. But Swami went on telling me, you read Ayurveda, you read Ayurveda. I said, Swami, Ayurveda is in Sanskrit, I can't. Huh? Why? Sanskrit is a mother language. So I said, Swami, but so many years I have spent, so much time. He said, go to Banaras, you will get concession. And now I am thinking, Swami has never read anywhere. And he is telling me that to Banaras University, which will never give me concession in my life. So he said, no, you go, you will get concession. I said, university is not going. So anyway, when Guru says you have to do it. So I went in with all my certificate to Banaras University, spread everything in front of them. They are asking me, why you want to do Ayurveda? I said, I don't want to do it. My Guru is after my life. They said, okay, madam, you are already so much well-read. You don't come for first year, second year, third year. You only come 4th year exam and final year. My God, I rang up Gokak Sahib. I said, Papa, this has happened. Kehte, very straight. It is our Swami's wish. So, whatever we are doing, I know I am not the doer. In all my yogic practice, first sentence I say is, मैं नहीं करता, हरि ही करता, हरि ही करता केवलम. Now, why you should love everyone? Because this spark is same in everyone. You see everybody's eyes and forefront, you will see they are all God. They are all Purusha. They are all embodiment of God. As Krishna has said, I am spark in everyone. So similarly, Guru Nanak sang so many bhajan, but one bhajan which he sang was very good. That is, now I am ending my lecture and telling you this bhajan, that from one effulgent light, everybody has come. That is, Awwal Allah रूप पाया कुदरत के सब बंदी अव्वल अल्लाह नूर पाया. नूर means light. कुदरत के सब बंदे एक नूर तो सब जग उपजा कौन भले कौन मंदे. Nobody is bad on this earth. Sai Ram. उनका है.
Mrs. Gui, it's wonderful that you came here. Like you said, another time, if you have more time, we should definitely plan something.